Hey guys, Junior here with DubeTube to talk about the brand new released SoundPeats Air 4's and Air 4 Pro earbuds. So let's go ahead and talk about those a little bit. This review has been originally written by Peter Ramos and has been adapted for video by me. Okay, so first off, let's go ahead and talk about the SoundPeats Air 4's. The sound on these is just okay. It's really nothing to write home about. It's nothing too special. So the good thing is that it comes with an app that allows you to adjust your settings and adjust your preference for listening. It honestly, in my opinion, doesn't have too much bass. The highs aren't as crisp and clear as I would like, but again, this is the budget option for SoundPeats. If you want a little bit of the higher audio quality, we'll talk about that when we dive into the SoundPeats Air 4 Pros. If I could compare the sound of these to anything that I've ever tried, just imagine buying an iPhone way back in the day and having those wired earbuds that used to actually come in the box back when Apple used to provide those in the box. They sound actually pretty similar to those if you want to kind of use that as a reference. So when it comes to sound, pretty clear, it's pretty decent, but it's not the greatest thing in the world. Okay, and let's go ahead and talk about comfort as well. Now, when these are in your ears, unlike the Air 4 Pros, these don't come with the silicone tips. I actually found that these slipped out of my ears a little bit easier than I thought, and I think it's because of the way it's made. It's made out of this really slippery plastic-like material, so sure, I mean, it feels lightweight. It doesn't really feel like there's anything in your ears, but that can actually sometimes be a bad thing because I've actually had these fall out of my ears a couple times when trying them. Nothing too uncomfortable about it. It's just the ability for it to stay in your ears was a little bit of a concern for me. And ease of use, nothing too crazy here. If you want to go ahead and just take these out, throw these in your ears, go to Bluetooth on your phone, and then connect, they pick up pretty quickly with every single phone that I've tried. A huge tip, though, is that you do really want to download the SoundPeats app because it really does up the quality and really does work towards your preference for how these earbuds sound. It actually does make a huge difference from what we've tried. And as far as the build quality goes, I can't honestly say that I'm the biggest fan of the build quality. The case especially is really cheap. It's really lightweight, but probably not in a good way. I would have preferred a little bit more heft. Now, these do charge with USB-C. One thing that was a big con for me though, is that it doesn't have wireless charging built into it. Now with the Air 4's, they do offer noise cancellation if you long press on the left earbud. Now, is the noise cancellation any good? Personally, in my opinion, not really. To be honest, if you want better noise cancellation, we'll talk about that when we get into the section with the Air 4 Pros. I would give the noise canceling just on the standard ones probably a 6 out of 10, to be honest. It's not the greatest thing ever, but then again, this is the budget option. Now let's go ahead and talk about the microphones. Now, just gonna be honest here, sorry SoundPeats, the microphones are not good. We tried it on a Discord chat using the earbuds as a group, and it sounded like we were talking through tin cans. So if you're going to buy a pair of earbuds with microphones in mind, I definitely would not recommend these ones. All right, and with the Air 4's out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about my favorite one of the two, which is the Air 4 Pros. The sound quality is much better on the Air 4 Pros. The highs are more crisp and clear, the mids are great, and it has way more bass than the Air 4 standards. And I really credit that to the silicone tips that it comes with. By the way, because of the silicone tips, it also enhances the noise cancellation and actually makes the noise cancellation decent. I'd give the noise cancellation on the Air 4's like a 6 out of 10, while these are more, I'd say 8 out of 10. To be honest, it cancels much more noise, but then again, it's probably called Air 4 Pros for a reason. Still very average consumer V-shaped sound signature, so lots of bass and then lots of highs. But again, I wouldn't expect these to be any audiophile's first choice. But yeah, overall, sound quality on the Air 4 Pros is definitely a step up. Speaking of the silicone tips, by the way, let's go ahead and quickly touch on comfort. So comfort is also much better than the Air 4 Pros because of the silicone tips, and I found they fell out of my ears a lot less easier. In fact, they didn't actually fall out of my ears at all. So if you're looking for something to work out in, to walk in, or to run in, or maybe these are things that are going to be going in your ears if you're doing a lot of movement, I would definitely recommend the Air 4 Pros over the Air 4 Standards. Ease of use is honestly the same as the Air 4 standards. Same thing, you just take them out, throw them in your ears. Bluetooth connects really nice and easy for every phone that I like. But again, another con that I found is actually the case. The build quality on the case is really cheap and really light again, and not in a good way. It does still offer USB-C charging as well, but again, it does not offer wireless charging. SoundPeats, you are killing me, man. And let's bring it back to the microphone. The microphone, again, is really, really bad. We tried these in the group Discord chat as well, and we got tin can status vocals. Again, so definitely wouldn't recommend. If you're looking for earbuds specifically for good microphone quality, do not get the SoundPeats Air 4 or the Air 4 Pros. These are more geared for, like, if you're going to the gym, or, you know, if you're working out or doing chores around the house. My overall recommendation out of the two would definitely be the Air 4 Pros over the Air 4 standards. If you have a little bit of extra money to put towards some earbuds, I would definitely recommend in getting the Air 4 Pros specifically. All right, guys, and that's it. Nothing too crazy. This is our average consumer review of the SoundPeats Air 4s and Air 4 Pros. If we're going to give the two a score, we're going to give the Air 4 standard earbuds a 6 out of 10, which is not the highest, unfortunately. Again, I recommend the higher option, which would be the Air 4 Pros, which we will give an 8 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave them below in the comment section, and we will see you guys again very soon. All right, take care of yourselves. Peace.
Also, shout out to SoundPeats for being brave enough to send us both review units, knowing that we would be very brutally honest with their products.